First thing, if you come in from the outdoors and you are horribly sick, growing a second head, or you've got like tentacles coming out of your ass, greetings and welcome back to Sheltered, and the weird family who have taken refuge in this shelter here, this nuclear fallout shelter, or some kind of shelter anyway, from some kind of apocalypse. The details are hazy, but what is not hazy is our need to survive, and we're doing, well, we've only got 7 water left in our little medium water butt here, which isn't ideal, but we have been out on one very short but moderately successful expedition already, and we're just getting our little bunker here into good order and fine fettle. I think I'm going to put Andy on automate here and just let him go and deal with the things that he needs to deal with as and when. Meanwhile, Laura, I think we need to craft some stuff, don't we? Let's get a mop and bucket so we can keep the shelter clean and tidy. We also need a toilet, which I think Jonas can take care of. Hopefully we can get a tier 2 makeshift toilet. That's going to be a lot better than just putting a bucket down, isn't it? I think. Yep, definitely. We'll go straight for a makeshift toilet. We'll put this downstairs in what I shall now refer to as the toilet corner. For now, anyway, we'll probably have to reorganize the shelter at some point in the future. In fact, we will probably wind up reorganizing the shelter many times because reorganizing fallout shelters is one of the primary activities for people in post-apocalyptic survival situations. Laura, what else can you do? Well, we need to see what else we might need to craft. So, some cement would be nice so that we can expand, but we don't have apparently any sand or limestone. Likewise, we don't have any cement to actually do the actual expansion. I guess we've used all of what we were able to bring back during our last outing. We could make a sleeping bag. Can we make a second bed? We cannot. We don't have enough nails for a second bed. It might be worth getting a sleeping bag down just so that we've got a second place for people to sleep, because we don't want people to get all tired and cranky. Because getting all tired and cranky when you're in a survival situation is not ideal, really. It's not ideal at all. Octopi, you can go and drink some water. In fact, we'll put you on automate as well, so that it's a good idea to have them on automate, I think, because it just lets them kind of deal with their own needs. It is kind of awkward sometimes because they'll go and give themselves food poisoning by eating when they're filthy and other things like that. But as long as we keep an eye on them, it should make life a little bit easier to leave these guys on like this. Is there anything else we can build whilst we're here? Let's go through. We don't really need any medkits or anything like that at the moment. Probably a larger water butt, a larger water reserve is a good idea. We'll build a second medium water butt. There we go. That's good. Look, we're already in a position where we've run out of space in the shelter. Alright, I'll tell you what. Forget that. Let's rearrange the shelter at once. Immediately we shall rearrange the shelter. But whilst we're rearranging the shelter, Laura, you can just clean the shelter. Laura clean, and Jonas here will let Octopi go to sleep. Oh no, Octopi doesn't need to go to sleep. Jonas here, you can go to sleep, and Octopi will rearrange the shelter. So, what are we going to do? Where are we going to put things? We kind of want to have like a sleeping space and everything else. We can move this, I think, down here. We can move the journal table down here as well, potentially. We can put... The shower is like maybe not the first thing. The medicine cabinet could be the first thing. First thing, if you come in from the outdoors and you are horribly sick, growing a second head, or you've got like tentacles coming out of your ass, you can go to the medicine cabinet and take some anti-radiation tablets, and hopefully that will kind of make you more or less perfect then. We want to make maximum use of our space here, which is just always a massive pain. We'll put this clipboard down at the bottom here along with our journal. We don't really need any of that out by the entrance. Mop and bucket, can that fit in? Can we squeeze that in? Look, there was a pixel there. That one pixel is sufficient to put our mop and bucket next to the makeshift shower right by the entrance, which gives us a little bit of space. We can then move maybe the makeshift toilet we can move up here. We'll move the water butts downstairs. Apparently it can go here. Well, alright, fine. You can go there. Journal next to the toilet, and the clipboard can go above it. Day 3 has dawned. Look at that. We've been messing around for so long that day 3 has dawned. And everybody is looking fine. Shall we send people? It still hasn't rained. We've got 2 water left. We really need it to rain very soon, if possible, please. Gods of the wasteland. Gods of the sheltered people. Someone's coming to the door as well. We're going to have to answer that. Let's zoom in. Who is this person? I think 2 people are coming to the door. She's waiting for her friend to arrive. I hope they're not going to try it on and generally sort of cause trouble. Laura, you can go and have a little bit of a sleep whilst we wait, and let's put you on automated as well, so we don't have to worry about keeping up with all of your many and varied needs and things. Look, here they come. We should probably lock that hatch. You know, it seems a bit careless to have a massive metal hatch and not to lock it, and then just to have a couple of wooden doors. There's somebody at the door. The intercom. Respond. Linda! I'd like to negotiate a trade with your group. I await your decision. Sure, okay. What have you got to trade? You have buckets. We have 3 buckets already. You've got switches, sand. We have 1 sand. I mean, sand might be useful for making more. Oh, leather we want, and wool we probably want as well. We could maybe, like, hinges would be good as well. And possibly even these. Seeing as you've got them. 17 total. I'm sure we can find some piece of junk. I mean, some valuable trade good that we can trade for these things. We could trade 3 of our 6 bandages. I mean, what are the chances? What's the likelihood that we'll actually need some bandages? Or we could trade some petrol. 1 can of petrol, look. Virtually covers it all. Do we only have 2 slots left? There we go. That's a good deal, right? I don't think we're going to be able to trade this. But let's try and see what happens, shall we? It'll be an interesting experiment. Are you sure you want to trade? Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, apparently we can trade those 3 things. And that was fine. I've probably got loads of space in my little small crate here. Look, let's take a look. Open storage. Oh yeah, look, there's tons of space available in the small storage crate thing that we've got here. But that was a pretty good trade. There's something in our journal. Let's take a look. Day 3. It's nice to have traders visit the shelter now and again, even if they are a little strange. This one kept going on about having lights on all the time. Apparently, it wastes fuel. Good to know. Yeah, I think we can switch off the lights, can't we? Disable? Apparently, I can't switch that light off, or that light. Maybe I've got to actually add a switch? Maybe that's what switches are for? I don't know. It really needs to rain. We can't go anywhere until it rains. Also, Bone Hero the cat is clearly starving and needs to be fed. Fill Bone Hero's bowl. Please, Andy, please feed Bone Hero's bowl. And make sure that he is fine and fettle. Also, you can then go and use the toilet. But please try not to use too much of the water in the process. What else can we craft whilst we're waiting for water? We clearly need stuff. A stove to improve the efficiency of our cooking. That could be quite good. Didn't we bring some paint back with us? I guess we didn't. Small freezer. Actually, let's do that. Let's build the small freezer because, look, we can put it right here. The reason we want a freezer is because Bone Hero the cat will actually catch rats for us. But we need a freezer in order to be able to keep them. And, in fact, if we can then craft a snare, we need rope for the snare. Alright, we'll get some rope next time we go out. It'll be fine. As long as we've got water, we can go out, we can get some rope, we can build a snare, and we can snare things like this passing bunny rabbit right here. This cute little bunny rabbit prancing by. We can snare it, kill it, skin it, and eat it, and possibly make use of its fur as well, although I'm not 100% certain about that. Jonas, you seem a bit of a loose end. Is there anything else you can craft? We crafted the sleeping bag already, didn't we? Yeah. What else? What else might come in handy? Don't need a rat trap because we've got a cat. Tripwires, well, maybe later. Another medium water butt? 3 medium... Oh no, we didn't build a second one. We never actually got around to building a second one. And now we do need one. But we can't fit it in anywhere. Anywhere at all. Can we make a bit of room by rearranging? Move this. Did I... Hold on a minute. I rearranged the shelter and it's completely undone all of the fine work that I did. Right, let's try that again. Makeshift shower was here. shower. Oh, it's raining! It's raining! Okay, we need to get this finished before this water butt fills up so that we can build another water butt. That can stay down here. Journal table. Might as well just go underneath there for now. Let's put that there. Confirm move. Alright, that's fine. That's what we want. And now we want to craft, quickly, a medium water butt. And whack it down. Whack it down, get it built. What are we at? 17. Hopefully we'll get it built before this water butt fills up. In the meantime, just take a drink. Take a drink, take a drink, take a drink. Somebody is already using the toilet, presumably because there is water available. Who's in the toilet? Laura! Laura's in the toilet. You alright in there, Laura? When you finish that, go upstairs and take a drink. It looks like Andy's going to use the toilet next. That's all good. That's what we want to see. Go and take a shower, Octopi, whilst we've got the rain. 28 water, 29 water. Quickly, use the water. Use it! We don't want to waste water storage at max capacity, even though we're using as much as we can. Day 4 has now dawned. Wow, day 4 has dawned. We're really romping through this. Maybe we should make this like survive the first month rather than survive the first 7 days, because surviving the first 7 days seems to be something that will be over in no time at all. How's our water storage? It's actually at near full. Come on, finish that. Finish it. It's finished. All right, good. So our water capacity can continue to fill up. In that case, Laura, go and take a shower. Octopi, go and take a nap. Andy, you'll probably want to take a shower in a minute. Go and clean the shelter, just to make yourself useful. Bone Hero, have you caught any meat yet? No, look, we have no meat. No meat and no desperate meat. No meat of any kind. Bone Hero, look, this is on you. We're not feeding you and keeping you around just because you're incredibly cute. Although, obviously, you are. But clearly we want you to get out there and hunt down rats. Many, many rats. And kill them and then present them to us as special little gifts for us to take, clean, hopefully, a little bit at least, and pop in the freezer for some future event when we may need to consume them for our own sustenance. Which, of course, you know, won't be pleasant, but it may have to happen. Laura, you're out of your shower. Excellent. What do you need now? A little bit of food, I think. Have a bit of a chow down, and then we will get ready to send you on a new expedition out into the great outdoors once again. Of course, you shouldn't go on your own because, you know, well, I mean, you could go on your own, but it's probably not a good idea. None of us should wander alone, least of all you. But actually, yeah, we're definitely going to send someone with you. I think Jonas is probably the right choice. Jonas, he is your partner after all, and you seem to do quite well last time. It does mean leaving the kids back at the shelter on their own, but that is perhaps slightly more responsible than taking them with you into the blasted, irradiated, wild lands that lie beyond. So let's do that. Let's set up a new expedition. Jonas, obviously you're going to be in it, and as well, Laura. There you go. Water required. Right, so we've kind of like hit these two little places here. There wasn't a huge amount there. Next closest place is obviously up here. So let's go and basically just explore this whole bit. And we might as well hit this small house on the way back because it's not going to cost it's not going to cost much extra. And that's probably going to fill up our available inventory space. We've got very limited inventory space to begin with. Of course, we will equip everybody, I mean both of them, with gas masks. And of course Laura can take a nice bit of piping. There we go, just in case she needs to open any kind of cans of any sort of whoop ass on any kind of other people, because she is somewhat violent, and that's one of the reasons why we love her so much. It certainly makes her rather useful to us anyway. Send the party forth into the wasteland. Yes. They are going to be brave explorers venturing into the far beyond. What? What? Why is there an alarm? What? What's the alarm sounding for? Is that because the oxygen filter is nearly broken? I'm not entirely certain. We had a very worrying alarm right then, but it's stopped now, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see if it starts again. Look, here he comes. Andy is off to repair the air filter. I think it might be that just that the air filter is getting dangerously low. A poor stove, probably a good thing to get to increase the efficiency of our food, but there's nowhere to put it. There's nowhere to put anything right now. We can probably rearrange the shelter slightly more efficiently. We can put these downstairs. We can put that upstairs. Put the freezer there, right next to the cat bowl and the clipboard. It's clearly the kitchen. It's got a cat bowl in it and a mop and bucket. Put the toilet there as well. Or maybe the toilet should be over here. Put the water butts. As much space as possible here. Hold on, I need to answer that. Ah, too late! Curses! Foiled again! Oh, now I can answer it. Confirm move. I can't confirm the move. There, confirm the move. Accept the transmission. Hello, Andy. This is Jonas. We can see what looks like a florist in the distance. Should we check it out or stick to the route? A florist, you say? Like, you're basically going to hit everything if you follow your existing route. I pretty much covered everything, so just ignore that for now, and you should get to where you need to be. And if there's a florist there, then great. That'll be fine. Let's fix this after that. Andy, we'll keep you outside. Hi, this is Laura. It looks like the small house has some stuff that might be useful. Yes, what have you found in the small house? Some fuel for the Jenny, that's good. A valve, a broken TV, and a mannequin arm. Well, we'll take them with us because you never know. We might run into some trading opportunities. Accept transmission. It looks like there's a school over there, but it's a bit out of our way. Want to take some time to investigate? Well, alright. But, like, where are you? What do you mean by that exactly? Which way did I send you out first? Up there? Oh yeah, up here. So, you're going to hit all these things in due course. You don't need to keep phoning them in. Look, I have arranged carefully your route. And you just need to follow the route and go into everything that you arrive at. Accept transmission. Hello, this is Jonas. We found a church on the wasteland. Yes, search the church. Churches frequently contain mad loot in post-apocalyptic worlds. I guess perhaps more so in vampire apocalypse worlds, where people might be sheltering in some form inside the church. Possibly in zombie apocalypse worlds as well, although I don't think zombies actually have any particular problem entering churches. In fact, they often emerge from graveyards, as I understand it. Incoming transmission. Hi, this is Laura. It looks like this church has some stuff that might be useful. Yes, we thought it might do. Examine the items, please. Let me see. That's definitely useful. Wiring's useful. All of this stuff, in fact, is useful. Take it all. Take it all. The burnt clothes, even the burnt clothes, just in case we find some mug on the road who's prepared to trade something useful in return for them. Meanwhile, Octopi, you can just keep everything in good working order here. Most importantly, the beds, of course, at least as far as you're concerned, I think. And certainly as far as a lot of the people are concerned here, because sleeping is one of the few pleasurable activities that we have available. Uh-oh, who's this? Carol, look out, Andy. There is some weird woman called Carol bearing down on you right now. If she tries anything on, you turn that welding torch on her. You get me? We're in a post-apocalyptic world here. We can't afford to be nice people. It looks like she's just passed by. That's fine. Hi, this is Laura. It looks like this school has some stuff that might be useful. What is there? Let's ditch the TV and the mannequin arm and take the limestone and sand. Nylon, definitely useful as well. Let's get rid of the burnt clothes. We'll take the nylon. We'll get rid of the coal because we're going to want... Probably the rubber is more useful short term. Metal's also something that we really want to be stockpiling for later use. We need tons of metal to do things like replace those dodgy wooden doors with actual proper metal doors. But I think all of this stuff is the most immediately useful to me, so confirm that. We're probably going to wind up throwing something away if we, and I really hope we do, find some food along the way. We should probably have a little think about what we most want to make. I'd like to make, if we just take a look at the crafting menu for a second, I'd like to make a snare, a moderate snare trap, for which we need a little bit of wood, just basically one rope. So if we can find any kind of rope, that would be useful. We'll build one of those. We also need to get satchels as quickly as possible because satchels increase our carrying capacity, which of course makes our trips into the wilderness, into the wasteland, that much more effective. So we want those. The snare is probably the most important thing. And cement to expand our lair. I mean our shelter. Our bunker. Our home. Our home beneath the ground. We're going to want all of those things in time. But yeah, short-term, rope would be really nice to get a snare set up so that we can start getting some leather and things. 2 more leather and we can create our first satchel, which will help a lot. Also, if we can get the camper van fixed up, it's kind of a long-term goal, but if we can get the camper van fixed up, then we can go for a lovely camping holiday, a lovely family camping holiday in the woods or something. The woods are actually kind of dangerous. Found a small house. Yep, search the small house. Andy's just like welding away. He's absolutely shattered, but he's welding away anyway. I think possibly Bone Hero is hungry and is expecting to be fed again. Jonas DeBase found something interesting in the small house. Wood we'll take. Wiring we'll take. Wool I would like. We have 8 already, but wool is useful for assorted sundry things. We've got more duct tape than wool. So let's ditch the duct tape and take the wool. Yes. What have you got to say for yourselves? It looks like there might be some good loot in a small house. Yes, indeed. Take a look. Find some rope if you can, please. Rope would be good. Bone Hero, desperate for food now. Why don't you go and catch some rats, Bone Hero, rather than plaguing us for... What? Hold on, what is nearly broken here? The integrity of the generator is down to 25%. Alright, we need to fix the generator. Accept the transmission. Laura to base. We've found somebody in this small house. Shall we stop to talk of them? Indeed. Approach the strangers. What do they have to say for themselves in this small house? Here they come. Hi there. But how will they respond? Well, we shall find out next time because we have run out of time this time. Will Stephen be friendly? Will he be hostile? Will he have something to trade? Or maybe he'll even join us. Find out when we return. But until then, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I have been Weird Wizard, and I will see you later. We have bandits to hunt, for we must make our way to Dead Men Fort. Up we go through the forest trail, and across, past the marshes. Your scouts report that he has seen the following. Some bandit thugs. Well, that's very informative. Thank you, Scout. You can only step forward 1. And split the man in half! Oh, yes!